大家好，我係 Matthew 啊，歡迎大家翻到嚟我嘅頻道啊。咁大家見到咪有啲唔同咗呢？發生咩事呢？就係因為我拍片嘅時候啊，個聲道開錯咗，就拍完之後呢，去剪片轉檔，跟住剪片嘅時候先發覺，唉，原來我係我錄唔到遊戲入邊嘅聲嘅，淨係錄到我人聲，成條片差唔多2個鐘頭都係冇聲嘅。咁我冇辦法接咗落去啦，因為我唔覺意仲 save 咗啊嘛。咁而家我唯有就開個咁就人物設定全部都一樣嘅，咁係有啲物品唔同咗啫。點解呢？因為冇咁好彩，好似之前搜尋到件靚衫啊，而家冇啊。咁就個人物就有少少唔同咗啦，個技能。咁我今次嘅技能呢，我就係選擇咗乜嘢呢？咁我就係選個屬性啊。咁我就同上次一樣啦，都係選擇咗呢個敏捷先啦。咁等嗰個即係嗰個怒氣提升得快啲啦。天賦呢，我就揀咗開鎖嘅。咁之前就唔係開鎖，之前應該係揀係咪？好似揀魅力嘅。咁跟住揀咗開鎖先啦嚇。咁因為呢個地圖好多寶箱可以開嘅，咁啊揀咗呢個啦。反正都轉個角色啦。咁其他嘢都冇變嘅。咁最大唔同就係冇咗咁多靚嘢啦。同埋藥都好少啦。咁我哋嘅接住翻上次個任務就係嗰個江湖術士嗰個任務啊。好啦，我哋而家去揾佢，問佢係咪賣假藥啦。
Have you finally made up your mind?
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us, to prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, You don't have the right!
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
好啦，咁我哋而家即係要去酒館啦。但係啲嘢都幾靚，冇得執，執唔到。我哋去酒館喺邊度？酒館喺下邊啫。咁呢啲我哋遲啲先做，我哋去咗酒館先。我咁近啫。呢度一大扎人嘅咩？佢咩都好，我哋攞咗啲嘢先。因為今次我哋係執到好少藥啊，咁你係唔夠藥去解決佢個問題嘅應該。
I wish you a good day, Your Excellency.
咁我哋可以同酒館老闆傾偈嘅。咁我哋做咗我哋啲任務先。
Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
How is business going these days?
It's picking up. We've not seen many new customers, but of late things are looking better. The Malicor and the neighbouring wars have dampened commerce. The epidemic still rages, but the possibility of finding a cure on that island has given people something to hope for. Now that we have a city there, quite a few seafarers come by to spend their wages.
Has the Malicor really put a damper on your business?
More than a damper. They were soaked. When the sickness began to spread, a wave of panic followed in its wake. People stopped going out of their homes. They were afraid. I was close to closing shop, I tell you. And then, thankfully, the alchemists of the bridge said that you couldn't just catch it like that. People are still distrustful, as is their nature, but they are leaving home again. It's a start. I also lost quite a few regular customers. Dead or too scared to venture back. Oh, but that's nothing new to you. The city would have sunk in the water if not for trade with the new isle.
With all these sailors coming and going, you must have heard some stories about Tirfredi.
Right. Even stories that my heaviest drinkers would have trouble believing. They say that man trees live there. Dragons and gigantic creatures. Treasure abounds under every rock. And the source of eternal life is hidden somewhere there. Last night, some Nauts even told me they brought back one of those giant beasts into the port. Ah, but you know the kind. If you ask my opinion, the drink was fueling their imaginations.
OK， 即係佢嗰啲血病都幾犀利喎，咁樣影響咗呢度。
Farewell.
Goodbye.
因為再唔夠就成個城市就冇晒噶咯喎。咁我上去揾咗嗰條友先。佢喺上邊喎，點解我哋落咗嚟咧？啊，落咗嚟就周圍抄下啦。咦？咦 ？Hello，Hello。海面有錢執。sorry， 我對唔住，對唔住啊，小姐。嗯？冇嘢執嘅度。嗯，乜都冇，照唔照到自己個樣㗎？照唔到喎。咁啊，畫面算整得好靚啦，係咪？啊，嗰個人喺上高，咁我哋過嗰邊啦。咩嚟㗎？這些金屬暗準用於製作或修理木家具。我攞咗先。我呢入房啲畫面咧飄得好緊要。
I don't have the key.
啊，有開鎖我哋。我哋撻晒人哋啲嘢。身為一個係咪爵士啊？我哋成為一個賊啦，已經。好。掏空晒佢。誒？好啦。咁呢度去邊啊？冇嘢嘅。有幅畫。咦？點會嚟咗佢間屋㗎？我哋去酒館嘅喎，點解酒館嚟咗呢度啊？咁酒館喺邊度啊？酒館呢？咦，可以咁樣穿過去㗎？我哋兜咗個圈，呢度冇開㗎呢度。啊，真係試過啦！如果冇錄嘢呢，個畫面係靚好多，冇窒嘅。咁真係純粹因為錄嘢影響咗，即係部機嘅性能就唔夠。咁大家就真係體諒一下。 誒唔好意思啊，頭先啱啱一下撳唔切個咪，入唔入得去啊？誒冇嘅，有咩？有條鎖匙，我都開咗咯。耶！金幣、彈藥，攞晒佢啦。我哋身為一個王子係嘛，做埋啲鼠竊狗偷嘢。哇！見到佢，我哋唔好理佢，攞咗呢嚿嘢先。哦，有朋友寄俾佢信，睇我唔到。喂 ，hello。
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that has found you. Have you seen the mob that is gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he is the one who sent me.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set up a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy, to criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the Malachor, they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned Sahin's hatred. Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder. That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. The mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you're hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, sir?
如果拘捕佢呢，佢可能會死喎，可能俾嗰邊殺咗。試下幫助佢出城啦，好人
I'm going to help you leave
做
the
到
city,
底啦。
but you must promise never to return.
I swear it.
Very well then. I need to first get you away from those who want to see you hanged.
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront the populace.
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help them hear reason.
It would be better if I remain hidden while waiting.
好啦，咁我哋諗辦法點樣送佢出去啦。係咪呢邊啊？哇！啲人伏不識突然間出嚟啊！咁我哋盡量唔行啊！
Please listen, I beg you.
If you want him to reimburse you, Get in the back of the line like everyone else.
Believe me, I understand why you're angry.
Me? It's not money I want. That charlatan tried to poison us. I couldn't give a flying pile of dung for your pretty words. We're gonna hang him high. And you too, if you're an accomplice.
How absurd! I'm the one who put an end to his operation.
Well, in that case, help us catch him so he can be punished like he deserves.
He's trapped. He'll have to come out someday, you'll see.
愚蠢嘅民，愚蠢嘅人民，提出解決方法，一就令佢哋散佢。我提出解
I
決
can
方法。
procure you some excellent potions, as long as you promise to put an end to this. True potions of healing like those you thought you were buying.
Why are you, some sort of alchemist then? I hope you're not the same feather as the other. If that's the case, we have enough rope to hang the both of them!
Trust me, I swear that each and every one of you will receive one.
Our trust was already given. We're going nowhere without seeing the merchandise. Such a large number of potions. This story's gonna cost you a fortune.
These vials could be lying around anywhere. I need to keep my eyes peeled.
Do you have those potions you promised us?
Not quite yet. Leave me just a little more time.
我哋唔夠添
Chance
喎
to。prove that you're not just a fast talker, like the other fool. If not, we'll have no trouble finding enough rope to hang you too.
佢啲咁嘅粉腸啦。好，我哋睇下先嚇。要六個健康藥劑，咁我哋冇喎而家。一係就係周圍去揾嘅啫，再唔係我哋要去買咯，睇下買唔買到咯。我哋賣咗身上啲嘢，買啲健康藥劑。
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of
啊，
style?
想問佢有冇
Does
都
your
好
vest
喎。
belong to last year's fashion?
我哋問嗰條友有冇健康藥劑先，佢自己。等我攞啲嚟先。
So, did you find a way to get me out of this hornet's nest?
Yes, I need to get you out of here. I have unlocked the service entrance. You will be able to sneak out of there discreetly.
Without being skinned alive by the mob?
You need to remain prudent. I will escort you to your card.
我另外一個
I
方
follow
法。
you.
Let's sneak out the back.
哦，咁就變咗冇咗
I
嗰
hope you
邊
don't run
喎。
into any unhappy patients.
咁嗰邊就算係失敗咗，用另一種方法喎。我哋冇藥嘅話，睇下先嚇。咦，咁樣會唔會產生另一個唔好嘅方法呢？咁樣，咁一定會有場打鬥咁樣，咁一定會有場打鬥噶喎。試下先，試下先。我哋撈唔翻轉頭喎，自動探索。呢個，我哋試下呢個，睇翻唔翻到轉頭。因為咁樣唔得噶，實有場戰鬥噶喎。因為我哋想辦法弄啲藥翻嚟。酒館。好。咁我哋而家嘅任務係咩？睇清楚個任務先，而家係。唔得啊！唔係呢個啊，唔係呢個啊，唔係呢個啊，唔係呢個。試下呢個得唔得？呢個係。
Large number of potions. This story's gonna cost you a fortune.
These vials could be lying around.
喂，唔係，真係實在講下笑啫，講下笑啫，講下笑啫，唔係考咁認真。我哋試下去買唔買到健康藥劑。 買唔到先用嗰個方法啦，冇辦法。因為我哋而家係好窮嘅，非常之窮，我點解唔知夠唔夠錢買？就買嘢先，買咗呢把嘢先。好。鞋買埋佢先，好啦，咁我哋而家購買藥草，健康藥劑23蚊一粒。有冇得數量啊，大佬？我哋購買。好啦，買晒佢啦。唔係一間我哋自己都冇得用。OK， 搞掂。係咯，健康藥劑我哋買咗啦，而家係嘛？OK。健康藥劑，咦？點解仲係得2㗎？點解仲係得2㗎？健康藥劑買唔到咩頭先？喂，係購買。啱啱好夠賣咗啦，咁樣好。買到我哋冇晒錢，買咗160幾蚊。
Do you have those potions you promised us?
Yes, here they are.
Hey, did you see that? That other alchemist kept his word. I hope these are good ones.
The colour looks like it should, not like those others.
Well then, since you want us to go, then we'll be going. Come on, everyone!
The alchemist is now far from danger, at least.
Go and tell him the good news.
好，咁我哋有冇升經驗值嘅呢？好。好啦，你走就啦。
So, did you find a way to get me out of this hornet's nest?
I persuaded the mob to disperse calmly and without a fight. The way is free.
Very well. What power of persuasion?
咩口才？俾錢大佬俾撳幾水啊！
You are free.
好回水添
Climb
噃。
into your carriage and leave Serene immediately. Let me deal with Dr. Sahin.
I owe you my life, sir. I will be eternally in your debt.
I remind you to never step foot here again.
I have no desire to return anyway. Farewell.
頂你個肺，80蚊蝕水啊！呢次仲要好似冇經驗值升添，呢次真係。點解呢？因為我見到你有閃燈啊嘛。好喎，你騙咗我留喺度添。唔係，我哋行返去啦，唔緊要啦。 遠唔遠啊？遠啊 ！Oh no！ 幫人仲要自己蝕水啊！呢次真係。
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the Coin Guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated. He managed to slip through our fingers.
Once again. That man is part eel.
We followed his trail to the Coin Guard Tavern, but he had already escaped. All the same, you have nothing to fear. He will never step foot in Serene again.
We'll eventually catch up with him and deliver the punishment that his crimes deserve. Governor Burhan will be happy to learn that such an amiable legate will soon cross the shores of Tir Fredi. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest gift for your voyage.
係咩？俾啲咩我？
I need to be going. Goodbye,
50
Excellency.
蚊金幣。
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
咁都好，唔使點蝕，大佬。值幾銀嘢咯，唔係好多。好，我出咗去先。咁我哋因為其實有其他任務做㗎。睇晒呢度先啊。除咗藥草嗰啲嘢，就係呢個。呢個我哋可以去嗰個小巷嗰度，嗰個劫匪嗰度搞嗰啲嘢。即係佢又想過嗰邊，好啦好啦，咁我哋，但係嗰個任務就冇褪出嚟嘅。我呢個能力，咁。攻擊現象，我哋要升個槍，我哋主要用槍搞佢。升個槍，係。其他冇得升，嗰啲要5呢先係升嘅。4呢5呢好。咁暫時啲用唔到啦，咁好，我哋出發。唔係，我哋可以揀其他任務喎，應該係。支線任務呢個，我最拉尾先做呢個，亦都可以傾埋偈，好似喺隔離嘅啫。呢個頭先喺隔離嘅啫，係啦喺呢度啫。匪徒喺邊度啊？哎呀，匪徒喺下邊啊，講咗。嗰邊。呢個碼頭噶咯喎，一佢傾就呢個相反，你有冇能力去說服佢呢？因為我哋冇點到說服已經係，可能要用另一種方法啦。咁我哋去咗呢個囚犯，喂，就要查翻個位先好。喺邊度？喺嗰邊。我哋救咗個人先，順便。睇下升呢先，因為我上次係冇去到呢度嘅，我自己啊咩㗎？呢個咩地方？呢咩地方 ？OK， 冇嘢住先，冇搞住。喉嚨點解呢排成日都係好唔舒服喎？呢度有冇嘢執㗎？呢度呢邊呢？ 嗱，我哋就嚟個倉庫做任務啦。我哋救咗個人先。喂，有冇卡住我啦 ？NPC。好多人病死喺街度，冇乜藥，我哋執翻2間藥。咦，呢度有，執咗先，執咗啲藥先。好多人病喎，個個都喺度揞住㗎。
Any idea who I am? Open up, imbeciles! I have a ship to catch!
Do you hear that?
Yes, that's Constantine's voice. It's coming from the upper floor.
哎呀，我哋唔覺意做咗呢個任務
He's
啊！
locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
佢話偷摸得進佢喎。睇先啊，咁佢呢度即係呢度嚟咯喎，係咯。取消咗先，好。哦，主要任務嚟嘅喎。咁我哋係咪做錯咗任務啊？係我哋做錯咗任務咁樣。我哋應該做咗呢個分支先喎，或者係嗌咗傾咗偈先喎。我哋傾咗偈先，唔好過去先，唔好去救佢先。唉，唔緊要啦，喺度嚟到啦都。費事行嚟行去。咩解？
It's not possible just now.
呢個呢？
It's blocked. It's blocked.
哦，過唔到去。佢話寧願偷入去。好，明白。
This man is going to bring the guard out if he keeps shouting like that. We should have gotten rid of him.
Don't be an idiot. It's obvious that he's a noble, a rich man. He needed to be taught a lesson, but it's better we grab some coin. With all those posters we posted, someone with deep pockets will show up sooner or later to liberate the rooster. He's making a great deal of noise. We could knock him out, or gag him.
點會俾睇到㗎？
Move around. Things are about to get dicey.
偷偷地點解佢睇到你啊？佢唔係睇到我喎，係嘛？好。金幣3粒。哇，黑到咁嘅喂！頭先我眼燈都冇熄到，唔通佢就因為咁樣睇到我？發生啲咁蠢嘅事情，喂，棘住咗。 哦，正我70蚊金幣喎。呢度有冇嘢？冇咯，走啦。唔好意思啊，各位原諒我喉嚨痕。嗯？金幣同彈藥，仲有冇啊？哦，佢條鎖匙有2條嘅。如果我哋唔殺守衞，都要走上嚟呢度攞條鎖匙先救到佢。
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress. Constantine, it's me! My dear cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fight.
I do what I can. We're departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure.
Okay.
If you only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, good cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
There's no one left to pay, Your Highness. The brave Kurt and your cousin have already settled the books.
Really now? What a shame. I would have loved to have seen that. We've nothing left to do then than to board our ship. An adventure awaits us at the end of the street.
Oh，揾到啦，好，係啦，揾到呢件衫啦，係啦，係啦，搞掂，食碗麵，開心。做啲咩啊？我好嘢啦，佢把劍好勁喎。好，搞掂。咪走啦，係啊，走，走，走，走，走，走。我做乜唔飄啊？啲個掣。有嘢執啊！頭先我哋入唔到嚟嗰度嚟嘅，我去睇下，搞一及。咩好嘢？金幣、魔力藥。
It's not possible just now.
咩㗎？首先，我哋而家去揾下船長，但我哋亦都可以咁樣唔走過去，我哋過去做咗呢個先，好唔好啊？做咗呢個先。唔係，超呢個掘頭路嚟嘅呢個，呢個掘頭路嚟過唔到去㗎。 病到死好多人啊！我哋就唔揾啲藥翻嚟救佢哋，就成條村都死晒，成個鎮都死晒。睇下先啊！呢度兜上去。你睇下邊度？呢度。哦，唔係，save 咗先，save 咗先。呢個嚟㗎 ，OK， 第一個嚟㗎 ，OK。因為我哋而家冇咗魅力啊，我唔知會係佢個結果會係點。
Good day, good sir. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refuse to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, sir. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just an agent. And I'm only obeying orders.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain, it's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders? Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You're demanding a second payment but refuse to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
I don't think you understand who you're dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lord de Sardet, nephew of the Prince d'Orsay and legate of the Congregation of Merchants. During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable, especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion, theft. You know as well as I that the congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That is a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise, without delay. Unless you'd rather your master is hung and that you finish your days in prison.
As you request,
哦，好在我都算係成功。
I shall go immediately and ask that these crates be delivered to the attendant.
Now that's a wise decision.
Thank you. I was beginning to think this would never end. You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us.
好啦，咁我哋可以揾佢個團長，搞埋啲嘢。哎呀，sorry，等陣。唔好意思啊，打咗一次好就講得切咁滯啫。你睇先啊，邊個嗰度啊？哦，我哋行正路咯，冇成日喺度跨啲路。我哋唔係小偷，我哋唔係小偷。
Is your hat out of style?
咁我哋帶住兩個人去見佢。咁順便我哋，入唔到去嘅噃，入唔到去。想做啲非法嘅勾當，想爆佢櫃。
Sir Desade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance.
係啊，你望隔離嗰個係邊個
We set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes, we were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 4D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less, illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
好啦，咁我哋咧任務咧就應該做得到嘅，因為我之前有做過，但係因為咧我哋個技能唔同咗咧，就可能因為我哋有得爆鎖啊嘛，我哋而家，咁我哋睇我哋嘅任務先 J。咁以教徒大菩薩，我哋可以做埋先嘅，但我哋可以帶咗我哋嗰個人翻咗去先呢度，去翻咗去先，跟住我做埋我哋啲嘢再過嚟，就應該得嘅。咁而家我哋呢個任務係，咁我都係要見同一個人㗎啦，冇辦法啦，都係要見佢嘅。去碼頭見嗰個人。係咯，係碼頭見嗰個人呢邊 ，sorry 啊，唔好意思啊，老點了大家，見啦，係嘛，好。咁我哋唔覺意就以為嗰個匪徒任務就走咗嚟呢度救咗佢。咁但係我哋仲有啲任務要做嘅。咁你同佢傾咗偈先啦。就係阿船長啊。
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm Desade, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship. Not a boat.
Apologies.
Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tier 4D. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Hola.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
This Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavio and Lauro.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish. You'll find them over there, in port.
Okay.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers?
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. May I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
Hola.
A couple of heretics are planning on leaving Serene. The ambassador of Teleme
對人
has
要坦誠
entrusted
一
me
啲㗎
with the
嘛。
job of capturing them.
Happy to see that you trust me enough to seek my counsel in the affair. Just so happens that I heard someone talking about the couple. The Cardinal's men are far from discreet. They're making quite some ruckus, asking to search our warehouses. We of course refused entry. Only the Nords have access. I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I'm certain your potential stowaways aren't far. But we won't allow you to make a search to grab them. Not officially, at least.
What do you mean?
That discretion and malice are often more useful than titles and words.
Oh. 呢度先。
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel.
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tirfredi. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse and noted on the manifest will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurd. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to dock to the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office. Could you tell me a little about your guild?
We are masters of the oceans. Our ships can sail where no others dare.
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard. How do you become a Nord?
Our magic, yes, that only the Nords master. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships is sea-born. He is a Nord from birth. Others are sea-gifted, joining the Nords for different reasons, often from a young age. It's how the guild is made and maintains its numbers.
Could you tell me anything about our destination? The island of Tirfredi?
It is a magnificent place. Wild. Spared from your wars and your mines, for now. The natives have a relationship with their land and consider it sacred. They're a very friendly people, welcoming. That will appear to you strangely familiar. I've also heard that there are a great many exotic creatures, some enormous. But I wouldn't know what else to tell you. I've never strayed far from the ports.
What do you think of our port?
Are you referring to this one? It is the biggest high seas port on the continent. Thanks to your prince, even though it remains part of your city, it holds a particular status for us Nords. Certain zones are owned completely by us, and maritime law holds office. It's a good port. Were it not for the Malachor, it would be a pleasant place to dock.
好啦，問晒啦，咁就
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
Certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into order, now is the time.
You're quite right. I do have a thing or two to put in order.
Then be quick with it. There isn't much time left before the tide rolls out.
好。
Be back soon, Captain.
睇佢會唔會離開我哋先？
People smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
咁我哋而家有幾個任務要做啦。咁啊上去揾咗呢條友傾咗偈先，佢有啲資訊俾我哋嘅。
Your Highness, I'm happy to see you. Your absence this morning worried both your father and me.
Come now, Sir de Corsilion. My father may have been angry, outraged, or disappointed, but he's never worried about me. I am sad to have caused you any worry, though. Would you believe that I was rotting away in a sinister jail, guarded by thugs ready to kill me? Though still seeing double from last night's drink, I was preparing an ingenious escape plan when... Ta-da! My dear cousin jumped up out of nowhere and saved me. I'm quite the fairy tale damsel in distress.
You might have refrained from the company of bandits the night before such an important departure.
Take away the
我哋呢度嘅巴打咧好
risk
輕
and
佻嘅
halve
都
the。pleasure, de Corsilion. It is the salt of life.
I fear that some of my teachings have been misunderstood. But you wanted to ask me something, de Sade?
好。
What will be your official title on Tier-4D? Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master.
好，問完啦，走啦。
I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
OK， 咁我哋就要有幾個任務要做啦。咁我哋就睇先下。咁我哋要篡改佢，或者係失蹤，或者異教徒。咁呢度我哋走唔走到入去呢？走唔走到入去呢？係咪異教徒喺呢度附近㗎啫？異教徒，我哋一度行一度做啦。希望可以走之前可以完美咁樣清晒呢度啲任務啦。
Captain, sir, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
You're going to have to wait. We need to find a way to clear the access to the warehouse.
Oh. 又死咗喺個車度。呢度唔知點解咧係入唔到去喎呢度。我哋可能第時要翻嚟呢度做任務喎。係啊，要換上衫或者係剩。
If you wore a Naut uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in, unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
我知，但我哋做唔到呢個任
If we
務。
drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients, but it's doable.
Do you have any idea how to get in there
得呢對
without being
門，
noticed?
Let's take a look
同
around
埋
the
後邊
building.
嗰對門抽入
We
去。
might find a less conspicuous entrance.
我哋做咗呢個先，因為我同大家講過啦，我條片拍衰咗嘛，但係因為我係嗰條片，我又花咗時間係解咗呢啲任務啊，所以大致上係知道點樣過去嘅。但係我而家係諗多咗個阿堂兄定堂細佬啊，咁多人會唔會好易俾人發現啊？佢入唔入嚟啊？咁有型？冇理啦，橫掂都入咗嚟睇執下嘢先。我要喺嗰度問佢嘅。有師姐喺邊度啊？佢哋而家喺邊度？出返去先要。冇理由出去大啦，出俾人捉啊！嗰度，唔好亂嚟。睇睇地圖先嚇。我都係喺前邊，我哋去咗前邊。
Halt! The warehouse is off limits. Move along.
變啦，我哋離開。
Very well, I'm going.
You cannot pass. Only the Nauts have access to the prison.
又唔得。有冇人啊？有兩邊門，我哋呢邊入咗去先啦。我哋問咗監獄啲人先啦。因為上次我唔知做咗乜嘢，佢係俾我直接入去嘅喎。
I've seen a few escapes in my time, but I never thought I'd...
Are you the smuggler?
You snuck yourself in here just to ask me that question? If this is some sort of trick to get me to admit to some crime, you are truly twisted.
You can see for yourself that I'm no Nord. Come now. Are you the one I'm looking for?
I'm already locked up. What more do I risk? Yes, I am a smuggler. But I'm not the only one in this city.
I'm searching for a couple fleeing to Leme. They're trying to leave the city discreetly. Have they contacted you?
You certainly can't imagine I'm going to answer you without getting something in exchange. I don't really think of my clients as kin, but I'd never betray any of them for free.
A real saint you are. How about your freedom in exchange for your loyalty? Tell me where I can find them and I'll open this cage.
That works for me. Your two Telemites are hidden in a warehouse behind this very prison. They must be waiting for me. But you might want to be quick about it. If the Nauts get their hands on them, they'll find themselves in this same cage.
Thank you.
Anytime. And these doors? You're gonna open them, right? Thank you, my lord. And don't worry about me. I'll slip outside without being seen.
我呢邊出，梗係唔可以由翻正門咁樣走啦，大佬俾人捉㗎。咁我哋要兜個圈走。我轉頭陣間先嚟翻呢度。我哋就喺呢邊過返佢。因為上次又唔使救監獄啲人咧，又救到佢喎，我唔知點解啊！啊喺度啊
Damnation! We've been found. I told you that the smuggler was not worthy of our trust.
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison, but revealed to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Teleme so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it would provoke such a fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of St. Matthias. The one who returned to Teleme after traveling with his master.
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of. The Eden of St. Matthias.
And? What did you find?
Teofredi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples went to. But the text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced St. Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written is written.
睇先啊，與塔勒馬達成一致的可能性，問下佢先。
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could forget what you have discovered, perhaps.
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after.
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least we'll be safe.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
I see. Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path.
I could have a word with the good Dr. Sahin, the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. If he can be persuaded to offer you asylum, you would be saved.
Your goodness honors you. May the
試下
illuminated
得唔得啦？
forever
唔得
light
就
your
冇辦法
path.
啦。
If I manage to convince the ambassador, you'll need to refrain from that sort of blessing. Stay here. I'll be back.
我哋過去試下說服，揾下醫生，揾下醫生幫忙，今次真係。睇先啦，呢度過唔過得去啊？過到呢度，不過要兜個大圈啊，都係要。睇下先啊。直行，好，呢度直行好。 講路啊！哎呀，頂你個肺！講到你仲過嚟笨我啊女，靚女大晒啊！
I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
到啦，我哋去。save 咗先，喺度 save 咗先。敏感唔得嘅時候點算啊？ 保存咗先，保存咗先。呢個係。我繼續。睇夠唔夠都係兩個啦。
Your Excellency,
Lord de Sade.
I would like to talk to you about a rather delicate matter.
I am listening.
A couple of historians have made a recent discovery concerning Mateus, the founder of the mythical Teleme, and it seems that this is not to the liking of the Illuminated, or at least his more fervent subjects.
These sinister hypocrites are going to want to burn them at the stake.
Without a doubt. And that's why these poor people are begging you to offer them asylum.
We are willing. Where are they to be found at this time?
At the port of Serene. They were hoping to stow away discreetly on a vessel to Al-Sad.
Very well. I shall send an escort immediately to take them somewhere safe.
其實冇嘢問啦，我哋走。
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
We owe you our lives. We are eternally grateful.
It was nothing. I hope you won't have too much difficulty adapting to your new country.
If you would allow me, I would like to give you this. It's not much, but it is all that we possess.
Farewell.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart.
好，我哋又要揾嗰條友傾偈，要呃佢，話搞掂咗佢哋。我哋城市真係好多即係好破落啦，開始呢啲地方，周圍都係火燒嘢啊，又周圍死人，係呢條粉腸啦。
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
It pains me to inform you that the heretics you seek have fled.
Curse them! How could that possibly have happened?
梗係説謊話啦。
Alas, these renegades have found protection with the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. I would not have been able to capture them without risking a diplomatic incident that my uncle would have condemned.
The bridge. I thought as much. Those heretics have turned to them. But I had hoped that you might intervene quickly enough to stop them. It is truly regrettable. We have nothing else to do but pray that the Luminous might shield us from their lies.
I
must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, de Sade.
好啦，我哋又升咗一級，我哋出咗去先。好，我哋升咗一級。啊，睇睇啲人物先。藥草，我哋有新藥草執到咩？咩？黑曜石，幫你整嘢嘅，皮草都整嘢嘅人物。哦，堂細佬嚟嘅 ，OK。好，我哋升咗點技能。咁我哋主要升呢度啦，槍夠啦，係嘛？槍升多幾多？喺使用來福槍，我哋升咗近戰先啦。激高我哋近戰，或者係嗱，可以玩多樣嘢就玩陷阱，一係就整到個魔法呢個停滯魔法，在效果持續期間，使敵人完全無法蹬盪。如果敵人受到傷害，效果就會取消。你可以使用這個技能，使強大嘅敵人暫時失去戰鬥能力。趁機消滅其他敵人。哦，咁樣啊！即係控制個大，殺咗啲僆先啊！呢個呢？使用神聖魔法之環。哦，即係攻擊魔法嚟嘅。咁我哋都有魔力，可以用呢個啦，或者用陷阱啦。喺地下放置陷阱爆炸啊！咁我哋玩唔玩呢啲先呢？定係直接升咗我哋呢啲先呢？我哋升咗我哋啲嘢先啦，呢啲啦，遲啲先玩嗰啲啦。睇下到時有咩興趣，到時先再玩佢啦。咁我哋任務支線任務，哦，我哋玩失蹤的團員啊，好啊，咁咪失蹤的團員，跟住錢幣。揾埋失蹤的團員，跟住再搞錢幣，好啊好啊。哦，老鼠。落多去喎。有料到金幣，條呢骨頭路啊！ 個頭路嚟嘅喂。有冇嘢執喺度？冇嘢執。好，上高有喎，居然執咗先，執咗先。如果我哋玩陷阱就可以攞佢出嚟用咧，應該係咁啊！呢條路我哋去過未㗎？去過㗎，去過㗎。或者我哋救阿唐細佬嘅時候去過。佢嗰度又有嘢，我哋入咗去傾咗偈先啦。我哋深嘅個眼燈咧，真係大到不得了啊！走私之日記，我有2位新客人，他問我哋做咗啦，呢個任務做咗啦。我哋換件衫先，點會執到件衫？係啊，我哋而家係冇嘢㗎嘛。呢個啊，係啦。呢個有啲咩啊？有對鞋，加元素抗性，咁就由佢啦，咪爭好多，由佢啦。同佢傾下偈先。啲女嚟喎。
Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's, the young cabin boy who's gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the
哇！
faintest
玩到
idea.
偵探 game 咁啊！
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should.
好啦，我要過去揾呢個咩羅路啊，路羅啊。
Too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
Okay. 離開。
I need to be going. Farewell.
Farewell. 我唔走啦。有冇啲好啲嘅嘢啊？ 正。其實都係學少少陷阱嘅，學少少陷阱就可以玩到放到陷阱嗰啲嘢，但可以睇一睇，我哋唔係可以睇一睇。佢如果放陷阱可以放到咩陷阱啊？如果係有冇分級數㗎？瞬間就地上放陷阱，天滅性。哦，哇！咁樣玩得會好辛苦咯，咪會太多嘢會唔會？哦，就係佢啦。
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a just man who knows his knots. He's well appreciated by the
哦，呢個船長冇乜特別，都個個都話係好人。
Always seems unhappy, our captain.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No. Not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
Thank you, Lara. I need to be going.
我而家變咗偵探遊戲啊！
Something isn't right here, I can feel.
我哋要去酒館度揾人。啊，呢度冇嘢執啦。啊，佢自己卡自己嘅，記唔記得？哦，地下做咩爆到咁啊？點解有個冒號啊？呢啲冇得整㗎，我哋都冇裝，我哋都冇學到嘅啦。哦。
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
唔好意思，開始有啲眼瞓，玩多陣啦，玩多陣先。問下關於綁架。
I'm looking for a Naut, a young cabin boy who's been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping? In my establishment? You surely jest. At least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
With all these sailors
啊，
coming
問
and
過
going,
㗎
you
呢個
must
任
have
務
heard
，sorry。
some stories.
Right, they say the treasure about. But you...
OK，我哋完成離
I
開。
need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
就問隔離呢個啦。
Who are you? I don't recognize you.
哇！呢就嚟變喪
Am
屍
I
嘅你
in
好
your
似。
debt?
No.
啲蟲生到
Have
上
no
額
fear
頭。
about that. It's for a different reason that I am here. I'm looking for a naught that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes,
我白內
that
障
does
喎對
ring
眼
a
好似
bell.
係。
I've played with the 3 of them.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him, if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, sir. You are in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Theleme embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
佢呢度啲人我好似攞晒㗎係嘛？算啦，我哋唔好搞佢啦，我哋阿聲做任務。點解仲有個任務喺度嘅咧？咩任務咧？哦，存錢幣。哦，準備安眠藥，我哋都唔識整，係咪 Shane？OK， 點？我哋而家要去邊度啊？要去富豪嘅屋企啊！嗱，頭先我哋偷偷地入去咁，佢而家走咗，咁入邊有冇寶物擺喺度咧？喂，哦 shit！
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
3個打3個，我哋正。會唔會係好嘢嚟呢？喂，睇一把劍啱唔啱使先。傷害加36，係護甲傷害減1，但怒氣累積加咗。我哋呢個140，護爭少少啫喎。 但係佢加咗怒氣喎，同埋普通攻擊力喎，揸呢把啦，揸呢把先啦，試下好唔好使先。仲有冇藥？有冇咩？好臭樣，臭樣。我又冇諗住除我鎧甲。走。俾老鼠跟住我哋。但呢把嘢應該唔係斬人，係篤下篤下嗰啲啊！我哋到啦。
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
啊，好搭翻落地玻璃，但係睇唔到出邊，淨好似光管咁發光啫喎。
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lord de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We're looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
What?
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact? It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
我哋要揾人傾問一問個合同嘅問題啦，又要。邊度先？啊！呢度走唔到出去嘅。唔好揸住！咩啊？
sir.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up, to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nords, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract.
I didn't even know he was originally
from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Nord. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
Oh.
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naut?
Oh, how I would like my father to be implicated in this sordid business. Our old teacher must surely know what's going on here. Let's go talk to him.
Yes? Well, how can your old professor be of service to you?
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child due to some contract with the Nords.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news to Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nords. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nords as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
好啦，咁我哋又要走翻過去，睇先嚇。落嚟就得喎，行上去唔得喎。借，好。又信你哋啲貴族。啊！信啲有錢人講大話嘅係咁，係㗎。好。
This document mentions another property, a warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
等我爆你格先，你條友咁賤。上江呢度冇㗎，你過去爆佢格。邊度啊？哦，呢兩間屋，好。呢度過唔得嘅頭先，掘頭路。 唔好阻住啊女，唔好阻住。呢度啊？邊度啊？我轉彎有間。
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
A handful of underlings don't scare us away. Right, cousin?
Let's just try to remain discreet.
我門低調行事。點解有啲咩㗎？有啲風吹過去嘅，白色啲嘢飛下飛下嘅。我哋下一次技能要點翻去自動回復防禦同埋血先得啊！到時我哋長期戰唔夠人打。有冇嘢執啊？好寶物嘅。
Sir de Sade, what are you doing here?
I've come looking for your son. The Naughts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Naughts took him from us, but now we've got him back, and he'll be staying with us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine? I looked into the contract that binds you to the Naughts. It was indeed you who ceded your son to them in exchange for help with your business with the bridge.
It is so. But that sort of contract is ignoble. I never would have signed it if I had known.
You should have thought of that before. Breaking the contract could have regrettable consequences for the congregation.
The prince will know how to negotiate with the Naughts. If they take my son back, my wife will die of sadness.
Her sadness would be all the more terrible if she learned of your role in the story, don't you think?
You wouldn't dare tell her. I beg you.
You're not leaving me with a choice.
Very well. Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Naughts.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
OK。咁我哋又係玩搜尋嘅時間啦。我哋呢度入嚟，呢度出去。啊！我未熄過眼燈㗎，一路着住眼燈㗎我。邊度嚟㗎？嚇？撳出去邊度啊？似乎我哋唔應該呢度撳出去喎。啊，好，走翻落去先，冇嘢執啊。係啊，走啦，冇筍嘢。
So it's here that our man keeps his son. Abusive fathers.
好，開咩呢？開到咩好嘢呢？單手鐵、單手配劍，哦，哦走。我個仔喺呢度 ，OK。
Who are you?
My name is de Sade. I am legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
Yes. Even if I had to bend his arm a little.
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed to have no intention of changing his mind. I feel more sorry for my mother. She seems so sweet and happy to see me.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to the ship. I'll see you there.
我搞掂晒。有冇獎品啊？有冇獎品？冇獎品。咁我哋試下呢度跳出係咩地方先？Yes。呢度嚟就冇嘢嘅。睇下去翻邊度先。哦，去翻船長嗰度。我哋去翻船長嗰度。呢度都出到去嘅船長嗰度。好卡住。哎呀！借個。哇！陽光好燦爛啊！但我哋行咗骨頭路嘅，對唔住，我行到嚟呢度先發覺係。而家通街都係病人啊！搞掂，唔識揾面。咁我哋嚟完成任務又近一步啦。
Sir,
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
we should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon.
My cabin boy.
You do.
搞掂。
It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your actions bring you honor.
好。
Be back soon, Captain.
4級。咁我哋升一升先。技能。咁你可以玩裝嘅陷阱，或者一路升過去，早啲攞到把劍，遲啲先玩裝陷阱。要升多幾多呢？要升有排都未升到喎。玩多啲嘢，玩陷阱啊？定玩魔法好啊？暗影魔法。暗影衝擊加50魔法傷害200，破隱效果，但需 hold 3法力。呢個就係停滯時間。即係控住個大佬打咗啲僆仔先啊！唔使啦，一玩下呢個啊！要2點喎。個咧2點喎。咁多嘅點解呢啲？咁即係要儲多轉，咁唔好咯，升咗佢算啦。即係玩多其他嗰啲就要升多點噶咯。呢啲開始要3點咯。好，我哋屬性先。屬性我哋要天賦要幾多呢？我要5呢先得。屬性呢個咩啊？增加生命值同埋可以着到重護甲。呢個係攞到雙手鈍器啫，呢個呢？提升最大生命值同埋咒語持續時間。增加咒語力量。呢個加生命值。加生命值得2種，一係呢個，一係呢個啫。 提升怒氣生產速度。2級冇乜特別嘅，點解？呢個好。我哋仲爭個任務未做啊！我哋爭個任務。好，我哋去改清單，偷偷地走入去唯有。偷偷地呢邊。嗱，呢度偷偷地。
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
喺樓上。正。咩神父戒指嗰啲？佢唔理我哋，理我哋最好。我開門出去啊，大佬！開門出去就戇居㗎啦。等先啊，我哋裝翻個戒指先。宮廷老劍最好啊！魔法傷害，魔法傷害用㗎呢啲，即係我裝唔到上身嘅喎，真係。即係玩魔法嘅時候就唔可以裝劍。我哋唔好理啦，我哋呢度。哦，咁啊有3換啦。好，換個靚衫。一樣啊，兩頂帽一樣。手套呢？玩嘢冇嘢啱喎。啊，冇啦，冇好嘢啦，咩走？啊，喺嗰度。攞到水手手套，但我哋攞埋呢個先。好，咁我哋又有衫又有手套，船員大衣一樣喎，兩件都係咯，兩件都一樣。好，唔係好嘢。加抗性、魔法抗性、回收機率咩嚟㗎？回收機率啊，但係呢個平衡6喎，6平衡其實唔知係咩用咧，即係唔會俾人打跌啊！都係唔好換佢啊咁樣。有咩鞋咧？升1，但平衡啊跌咗。一嚟平衡啊都幾重要嘅事嚟㗎喎，唔好改佢啦咁。 哦，就係呢個。
Here's the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
搞掂，就得。OK， 我哋完成咗啦。跟住就係呢個倉庫。我哋仲有咩任務未完成？除掉倉庫守衛。點解要除掉？即係冇辦法，一定要嚼佢咁。
Hello? What can I do for you?
希望唔使喐手。
You're dismissed.
Finally! We were starting to grow moss. Courage, me hearties. The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
哦，有啦。好啦，我哋成功啦。
Well, now, can we get going?
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move it.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
搞掂。睇下先啦，跟住就咩嚟㗎？ 哦，唔喺呢度嘅喎，呢個唔喺呢度，即係我哋任務完成咗咯喎。我哋可以啟程啦，即係所有任務都做晒啦。因為呢個任務唔喺呢度嘅。好啦，我哋可以出發啦。
Sir?
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon.
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
Certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into order, now is the time.
No, my house is in order. We are ready to embark.
Perfect. Follow me.
I am so eager to discover Tir Friddy. My isle. My new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience.
我哋
The
堂
voyage
細佬
will
係
be
神
long.
神地嘅。
I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures. As big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nauts even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Nauts are strange, but they're not idiots.
冇嘢執喺度。
The beast is awoken!
Those conniving, pista-stilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need ropes! We must contain it! Help!
Come now, let's lend them a hand.
嚟啦！阿堂細佬你點啊？有冇賴尿啊？
Cut! Captain! Keep my cousin safe!
Oh yeah. 喂， 喂，你做錯一嘢就即刻死咗。嗯。我冇 save 啊！呢鋪碌鐵啊！哎呀，好在呢度啫。
Hello? What can I do for you?
We're the relay. You're dismissed.
Finally! We were starting to grow moss. Courage, me hearties. The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
知啊，我咁咪嗱嗱聲去緊咯。
Well now, can we get going?
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move it.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
我哋轉一轉翻個任務先。好。
Sir, are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon.
好啦，我哋出發咯，又去打嗰隻嘢。
Certainly, but keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into order, now is the time.
No, my house is in order. We are ready to embark.
Perfect. Follow me.
I am so eager to discover.
得落咗先，我哋執完嘢。
My new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures, as big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor at the north.
好。嗱，我哋打埋呢個 boss， 我哋就完啦。我哋呢集咪完啦，2個鐘頭啦，原來已經。
The beast is awoken!
Those conniving, pista-stilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need ropes! We must contain it! Help!
Come now, let's lend them a hand.
Watch out! Take a step back, sir!
Captain, keep my cousin safe.
哦，即係我哋單挑嘅要，做咩跌咗佢？咪諗住我擋你唔到啊！喂，擋唔晒。走，咁樣先，再打。哦！我槍打佢痛，用槍。哎呀，好在撳得切。哎呀，擋唔到啊！有咩嘅？
so eager to discover Tia Friddy.
Go 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 嚟啊！
The beast is awoken!
Those conniving, pista-stilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this. What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need ropes! We must contain it! Help!
Come now, let's lend them a hand.
Watch out! Take a step back, sir!
Kurt! Captain! Keep my cousin safe!
哎呀，擋到！哎，好在擋到都死。哇，得唔得啊？ 應該係死剩少少血啊！我係對唔住啊，拜拜。
Greenblood, how do you fare?
Fine, fine. It is dead.
Are you wounded?
I'm well. Your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size. It's quite extraordinary.
Cousin, what a fight. You were illustrious.
I'm not of the same mind. I had the feeling it was already weakened. I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility remains a constant. But believe me, that battle was absolutely epic.
OK。哦，好在。有冇嘢執㗎？打完佢之後，冇嘢執嘅。 我可以使用記憶死精嚟重置我嘅技能。咩嚟㗎？記憶水晶？哦，重置技能點就？ 我唔使啊，暫時都覺得 OK 啊，係咪先？我哋捱多陣就可以用嗰啲回復嘢啦嘛，係咪先？怪獸未知生物就係呢隻嘢啦。咁應該拍火啦，呢隻嘢係咪先？野獸精華、琥珀、原料。 有絲隻嘅頭先我哋做咗啦，呢啲 OK， 我做完啦，好。哇，咁辛苦 ，save 咗先。好啦，我哋打完呢隻怪啦，咁我哋 save 啦。我哋下一集一開始呢，就應該係出狼去新嘅地方咯。好，咁喺度同大家講聲拜拜先，多謝大家睇到落尾啊！喜歡嘅記住訂閱我頻道，多謝大家嘅支持，下集見。